So first off, you're going to need a tank. You're going to need a 10-gallon tank for a 24-inch or smaller corn snake. And then once they get over 24 inches, you're going to want to buy a 20-gallon long tank. And you're going to want to make sure the tank has a secure lid because corn snakes are escape artists. They try to find weaknesses in the lid and they will push their way out, so you have to make sure it's really tight. You'll also need a water dish that they can soak in before they have a shed, and they can also drink out of it. You'll need a hideout that they can hide in. If they don't have one, they'll feel stressed. You also need some climbing structures for them so they don't get bored. You will need some substrate. Some people prefer Repti-Sand Carefresh bedding that you can find in the small animal section of your pet store. It's really good for snakes for burrowing and playing in. You can also use newspaper and paper towel. You will also need a light. I prefer a lamp instead of a heating pad because you can control the temperatures easier by that. That's just my opinion. The temperatures will need to be from 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And you will also need a thermometer and a humidity thermometer. I don't know what you call them, but they're humidity. They tell you the humidity in the tank. And the humidity will need to be around 35%. But when they're shedding, it should be a bit more. And you can also mist them right before they're shed. Your snake will also need to be fed, so you'll need to buy frozen pinkies for a baby snake, if that's what you're going to feed. I feed live to her right now, but once she gets up to fuzzies, I'm not going to feed her live anymore, because live can hurt your snake. Yeah, you will also... So the different types of things you can feed your snakes are pinkies, which I'm feeding her, and then they move up to fuzzies, then hoppers, then adults, and really large corn snakes can be fed small rats. So, like I said, most people prefer to buy frozen mice, and then if you buy frozen mice or rats, you're going to want to obviously buy it and then take it to your house and put it in your freezer. And the day you're going to feed your snake, you're going to want to take it out and put it in a bowl or cup of lukewarm water and keep it in there for 2 hours to let it thaw. And then you can feed it to your snake. And most people prefer to feed in a separate box. I do, because if you don't feed them in a separate tank or box, they can produce habits to bite you when you reach into their cage to get them out. So that's a really good idea. And I think that's about it. They don't really have any special lighting requirements, just heating, like I mentioned earlier. Corn snakes can live up to 15 to 20 years, so you want to make sure you're ready for that commitment. They can also get up to 5 feet in length, so you want to be ready to have the right caging for them. You'll also need to be okay with feeding, like I mentioned earlier, because snakes do need to be fed mice or rats. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.